no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the UCF Knights, taking on another team from the ACC, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28.
First and 10.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, he's going to go up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the...
There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Back to throw, it's Freeman. Got his man. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Knights have it with a first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's out of bounds, just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, UCF! And they strike first.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they find a until he picks up the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it, he has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Surging forward on the sneak. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive it back.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. The offense changing the play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who you're...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, this quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
A strike downfield. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Quick strike complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
The screen, and watch out. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking downfield, it's Freeman. Makes the grab. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Knights! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Flying down the left side.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker.
Here we go, here we go. Watch out, go over.
On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Man, that dude just hits the gas and just goes. How nice is it as an offensive coordinator to have a quarterback that you can run just like a tailback? And you got a tailback in the backfield with him all the time, and he can throw so many options, but you just see the speed when he hits the gas, and it is really nice.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Louisville rolled to victory, and how about that Cardinals quarterback? Remember, this is a program that produced Lamar Jackson, so to gush about a play caller there, that's saying something. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes tackles at the 18.
Man, another negative play for this offense. You've had the turnovers. You're throwing in the sacks. Like, they've got to do something better. They got to protect their quarterback, and they got to take care of the football. There's step one. And
pulls it in on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. They'll line up for a second down play. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to... like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Rushes on him. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. The Knights trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Jackson. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Knights! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
Bringing it out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Rice Owls will take over. First and 10.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Cook. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Owls moving quickly to the line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Wants to go up top on first down. On target to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Corners are going to bail. Scanning the field is Freeman. Buys a little time with his feet. On the move, he fires. Connection to the right. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Come on, Zach. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And this is a really good job of getting on the perimeter so quickly. When you run these tosses, you get away from the big boys. And when you got speed in the backfield, let them do the rest, right? Flip it to them, let them get outside, let them run the football, make a big gain. When you got speed at the running back spot, you definitely want to toss it to them and get them on the perimeter.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to go right back to him on first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCF.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Throwing right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Clock is wound down, just over 20 seconds to go before the break. They'll have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got room on the return. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, UCF!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
1st and 10.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Running to the left. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
At the 22. Brings up second down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
UCF 35, Rice 3.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started.
Kick this one away.
And he's going to try to return this one. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Fights off a defender. Just shedding tackles. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
It'll be third and long. Reads it, fires complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
17 on the play.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. And this quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half. Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They're looking to throw on second and short. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Quarterback keeps it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
The Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a man, it's Freeman. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. Off and running. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Rice, 6.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things...
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
And they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Oh, better look out!
The return is brought down at the 45. And the UCF offense will take over. First and 10.
Do it now.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. He's going to run it. Line getting set on second down. The play action fake. On the move to his left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
He's got two. Cooler. Ready, go. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing.